guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to do my video on top 10 video games of all time. Sorry. Let's get right into it. Number 10, Pokemon. Wow, what can you say about a game like this? It's one of the greatest games of all time. When I was about 7 or 8, I was obsessed with Pokemon, even going as far as to draw my own and create my own Pokemon universe. And when the game came out, man, I just spent so much time playing it, and I wasn't one of these guys who I didn't feel the need to catch every single one. For me, I used to just have 2 or 3 very powerful Pokemon, and that's how I'd beat the game, like that. Number 9, Abe's Odyssey. This is maybe not as well known, but in my opinion, is a very cool game. So basically the premise is this: you're an alien called Abe, and you're a janitor on a planet, and you work for a corporation that creates food. And then one day you find out the secret is that the food is your own species, and you're being harvested and sold as meat. So you go on a big odyssey. And and what's cool about this game actually is you don't run around with a gun. You're not a big tough guy, but you're a smart guy, and you got to save all your friends and stuff like that. And you meditate and chant. Yeah, that's how you win the game. So that's pretty cool. And I played this again recently, and what I realized is it's actually a metaphor for Plato's cave. It's an allegory sort of story. That didn't make much sense, but alright. Number 7. You guessed it, Crash Bandicoot. Far out. This is what an awesome game. You're a Bandicoot, and there's a guy called Neo Cortex. He's a real evil guy, and you're just running around getting Wumpa fruit, and there's a mask called Uka Uka that helps you out. It's really awesome. Number 6. Monster Rancher 2. Not a very well known game, but it's actually awesome because you raise a monster, and it's kind of like Pokemon, but it's a bit different because you run a farm and you train up your monster, feed him, and then you fight other monsters, and that's what's so cool. The way you get monsters is by putting CDs into your PlayStation, and then monsters come from each different CD. So there's literally thousands of different monsters, and it's just so awesome. It's so cool. Definitely check it out. Yeah. Number 6. Yeah, number 6 is a very unknown game, but it's actually really cool, and it's called Cosmo. This is a real old school game. This is like early 90s type shit. It's DDoS, so it's real old school. And it's another alien game. You're an alien called Cosmo. I remember as a young boy, I was obsessed with this game because my middle name is Cosmo, so I thought that was really cool, and so then I'd always play this game. I got a sore neck. I slept on it wrong. Yeah, and I remember back in the day, my neighbour had it on her computer, so I'd always go around and ask to play Cosmo, and I was real obsessed, and I'd spend hours on it, and then one day her parents said that I had to go home because I was spending too much time there. Number 4, Hogs of War. This is a really cool game. You're a pig, and it's kind of like Worms, I guess. It's kind of turn-based sort of styles where you take turns to shoot the enemy and try and kill them. It's a strategic game, so you have to be kind of smart to play it. You can't just wing it. You know, you got to really think about each move and each strategy, and it's kind of RPG styles as well because you can upgrade your pigs after each level, and it's really awesome. I must have spent well over 200 hours playing this game. Well, way more than that actually. but I never clocked it because that's how hard it is, and I wasn't smart enough to beat it. But kind of just rambling on now. Sorry guys, almost there. Number 4, Halo 2. We all know what this game is. It's a fucking awesome game. Originally came out on Xbox. I never actually really played one player so much. For me it was more about the 2-player. It was more of a social thing, and if you can find yourself a skilled opponent, in my opinion, it's not just the video game. It actually becomes high art, which is quite a cool quote. I just thought of that. But I think mainly because there's so many chaotic sort of elements to the game that there's just so much stuff that can actually happen. You could throw a sticky grenade, and if it sticks to them, that's really satisfying, and headshots, and there's even vehicles and stuff like that. Number 3. Oh, number 3. We're into the top 3, folks. The countdown begins. And in the number 3 spot is Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Not a very well-known game, but just a really awesome strategic game. It's kind of wizards and goblins and necromancers and skeletons and sort of stuff like that. And normally I don't really like that sort of stuff, but in this game it just works. And so you start off with the castle, and you gotta get wood and rock, ore, and all these resources, and just build up your armies. And it's a turn-based game, and actually it's a great game for if you're in lockdown, because you can really sink a lot of hours into this game. Highly recommend it. Number 2. He's blue, he's fast, and he's a hedgehog. You guessed who I'm talking about yet? Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Man, one of the most awesome games of all time. And what I love about this game is just how fast you can actually go. It's actually crazy, especially if you get the super fast shoes and you're hitting springs, and sometimes you go so fast that you actually go off the screen. And in my opinion, that's very cool. Number 1. Alright folks, we've done it. We're to the number 1 spot. If you've disagreed with any of these entries, feel free to leave a comment. Be respectful, of course. We all, it's a subjective thing, so it's all my opinion. But number 1, Crash Team Racing. It's one of the best games of all time. I used to play this game all the time, and it's a racing game. It's kind of like Mario Kart, I guess, but now this is really controversial, but in my opinion it's even better. Just the gameplay, it just feels so chunky, and it's just so I don't know, especially when you get some good drifts, you get some good air, you can shoot weapons, and I'm amazing at this game. So yeah, that's the number 1 spot. Cool. Hey, thanks heaps guys for checking out my video. Yeah, I don't know, I'm going to do some more of these types of videos. Like I said, I'm over music. Music's a chumps game, really. It's for losers, and video essays and video games is where it's at. Hit that like button, hit that motherfucking subscribe button, ding the bell, and leave a comment, and yeah. See you later guys.